I was inspired this week to try a feather with Mr Tibbs, since he is so responsive or reactive to the touch and likes a very light touch. I thought a feather would be quite interesting to play with. So here I am introducing him, and it's a little bit perturbed to start with, and I just felt like dancing, so that's what I did. But basically we are working in the energy field of both himself and I. He starts to take an interest. When I get too close, he gets a little bit worried. Here I am picking up a second feather. It was quite a windy day, and he didn't particularly like the waving or feathers to start with. But curiosity did get the better of him, and he's not that perturbed. As in, he's not racing around the pen. He's standing and watching. And if you continue watching this video, you'll see how he actually does settle down and let me eventually touch his legs with the feathers. Even now, in a relatively short space of time, I'm working in his energy field. Gets a little worried from time to time, especially if I go to his back end. But I stay around his front and let him move off when he wants to. The beauty of this 9x12 square pen is that we can do some close contact work and yet have the horses loose. So we're just flowing with the moment. I touch him occasionally, very gently, very slowly. You can see how sensitive he is to the touch, going down his left hind leg. Touch him on his chest, and he's a little bit perturbed by that. Deep sigh there. And then I use the wind to move the peacock feather, and he becomes quite interested in having his nose touched. Some nice relaxation signs there, licking, chewing. I touch his neck. Drop one feather so it's not overstimulating him. He goes off and does his own thing, has a think about it. I'm not making him come to me. He seems to know the camera's on him. And then goes and checks out the bunch of peacock feathers that I've got in a vase on the side of the arena. So we start the new song with touching the legs. As you can see by now, he's not too reactive about the feathers. Moves up a little bit. And from this angle you can see perhaps where I'm focusing on his face and then moving down his body. But he's interested, so just the repetition is somewhat desensitizing him. But he does have all the freedom to move if he wishes. I withdraw when he's pretty good about something, give him a little space to process, not feel too got at. Just working around the legs again a little bit. Doesn't quite like it when I moved above him. Simply that mountain lion pouncing reaction. Doesn't move too far off though. So then I focus on trying to be able to touch the pelvis. Causes him to move off somewhat, but he does a small circle and comes back showing interest in what I am doing. Let him sniff the peacock feathers again. He seems to like them, playing with his nose. For the type of windy day it was, as you can see from the ribbons blowing in the background and the trees swaying, he's not that reactive, I don't think. He seems quite willing to stand, have the feathers touch him from time to time. Then we're now even able to get down those back legs. Make sure I'm doing it slowly. All four legs I can touch. I do believe that this is helping the groundingness. I can feel more grounded, aware of his legs. Like maybe that tickled a little bit too much, but I'm still curious. And we are still in the energy field of both himself and myself. Now I decide to put the feathers down as he's more interested in sniffing my hands, and I decide to do some actual energy work just with my hands and his energy field. So he has a bit of a sniff of my hands. Feel like I'm guiding a partner in a dance of life. Drawing things out, bringing movement to his energy body, bringing things in. The figure of 8 pattern is quite repetitive in this body work. It helps to bring in the light and create flow. So I haven't even touched his forelegs, and yet he felt that. He sensed that I was working around the shoulder, and check in again, make sure that he's comfortable. Do a bit of a body scan, and I'm not even near those hind legs, and yet he moves away because he can feel the energy projected at that back end. The flow down the leg, the energy field. The smoothing of the energy. He's still working on the left hind leg, up in the rump. This seems to be the leg that perhaps has some tingles, such as some sciatic nerve issue. Seems to kick that one out a little bit from time to time when he's tied up, as if it's irritating him. So here we're getting the energy moving, dampening and drawing out, cleansing and clearing. It's gone back to the sniff of peacock feathers. Stretching, elongating, lengthening, drawing from different levels and layers, working on the front of the shoulder. Some nice relaxation signs that he's got there, kind of doing our own thing. He's a bit interested in finding things amongst the wood chip arena surface. I think at that stage I was more working on my shoulders and lateral trunk flexion, getting the flow through the shoulders more, connecting the front and the back. Then he comes over and has a sniff. Somewhat intrigued, touching him as light as a feather would. And the energy field, at least working through the spine, then finding focus point in the rib area. Working down his biceps, femoris muscle, clearing some stagnant energy at the top there, drawing down, clearing, then the moving out. And finally, he's not so perturbed about having me at his back end. And we finish up there. So that was just a little bit of fun, working in the energy fields of myself and my horse. And if you'd like to join us for more of these fun and relaxing parts of horsemanship, then please subscribe and join in the journey for the year. And me and Mr Tibbs look forward to seeing and hearing what you're up to.